mode. So the goal is never, okay, unless you're training for a marathon or some long distance event, the goal is never to do more and more and more and more exercise. That's not the goal. The nutrition that you're consuming, so the food that you're eating, has to be fueling the exercise that you're doing, regardless of what you're doing. Man, I don't know if you have this experience up here, but what generally is the busiest night in the gym?
Tuesdays.
What? Monday? Okay, good, great. Right answer. Okay, so most gyms you'll see, maybe not so with the martial arts stuff, but maybe at fitness centres and things like that. Monday night's the busiest night in the gym, without fail. Monday night is the busiest night. Now, why is Monday night the busiest night? Exactly. People are trying to burn off what they've eaten over the weekend, and it just doesn't work like that. Nutrition comes before exercise. You can't use exercise as an excuse for your poor nutrition, or to compensate for your poor nutrition. It has to be the other way around. So this exercising more and more and more, and you see people in the gym day after day after day, the same people doing the same thing. They're on the treadmill, they're on there for half an hour, then they're on there for an hour and a half, 2 hours. They look the same. They do not change, and they're day after day, year after year. They don't look any different because they keep eating less and less and less, exercising more and more and more, and they're just getting into an overtrained state. They're wasting away. They're eating their muscle. Their body is eating its muscle. It's called metabolism, because they're just not eating enough food. So again, if you think this is the answer, you're like, again, it comes back to those fad diets. I'm cutting carbs, I'm cutting this, I'm cutting that. I can only have 3,000 calories of whatever the latest fad is. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Those things will get you results in the short term, as I said, like cutting carbs or reducing the amount of calories you're eating. Yep, gets you results in the short term, but it's completely unsustainable. It's not something you can do long term. Just to explain that, in terms of the amount of to get long-lasting results, you want to keep that gap between the amount of energy that you burn and the amount of energy that you consume. You want to keep it like this, like just underneath, like the whole way, right? It's going to mean you're doing a little bit more exercise, you're eating a little bit more food, okay? So again, you're eating more food, but you're keeping that gap nice and narrow, okay? So you're continually burning just a little bit more than you're consuming, and that's going to get you continual results. This big gap, not going to work. Not going to work.